Hello again. This week we're going to go over handling irate, angry, and abusive customers, whether on the phone or out in the field. You know, most of the time people who call our shops are quite pleasant. The same goes for customers out in the field. Our customers are pleasant because they know that we're the people who can help them solve or fix a problem. However, we also know that sometimes customers are frustrated or angry, and they take this anger or frustration out on whoever happens to be the first person they contact. It's nothing personal. Whether you're a CSR taking a call or a technician out in the field, you're going to run into some customers who are rude, who yell, and who are simply quite unpleasant to deal with. But this doesn't mean that you should be unpleasant too.
Hey, don't talk to me like that. Who do you think you are anyway, the freaking Queen of England? Oh yeah? Well, I'll tell you something. We take care of our people around here, and if you keep on screaming at me, I'm just gonna hang up on you. And the only thing that'll happen is that no one's gonna come back out and look at your stupid air conditioner. And I don't care how hot it gets outside this week, okay? Okay, you listening? And I don't care about your pet birds either. I don't care if they shrivel up into a dried ball of cat food. That's it. I'm going home sick. I can't take this no more.
Now that didn't do much to help the situation, did it? Not only did Trixie fail to solve the problem, she also wound up getting angry and upset herself. Wouldn't it be better to find a way to calm the customer down and then solve the problem? Okay, the first step to dealing with angry customers is to understand why they get angry. We find that angry customers are most often angry for one of three reasons. Some customers are angry at the situation they're in. Either they have tried to repair or fix a problem themselves and things just aren't working out, or another company made a repair that didn't last. In either case, these customers aren't mad at you, so you shouldn't take their anger personally. Now, some other customers are actually upset or unsatisfied with the service or product provided by your company. We all make mistakes, but this doesn't mean we can't satisfy our customers in the long run. If you're a CSR taking a call from one of these customers, the customer isn't angry at you personally. They aren't saying that you aren't worth the money. The customer is again angry at the situation. So, again, don't take the anger personally. Rather than letting an upset customer get to you, take steps to calm the customer down and solve his or her problem. The third type of angry customer we see is a customer who is okay with a product or service from your company, but who is unhappy about the price. Again, these customers are unhappy with a specific situation and they're not angry at you personally. So don't take their anger personally. Don't respond by getting angry or frustrated yourself, because this won't help things one bit. Well, if you're not supposed to get upset yourself, then what do you do?
Oh, you must be awfully upset. Oh, I know how much I care about my own pets, and at this heat, you just can't be too careful. Let me ask you a few questions and see how we can solve the problem. Okay, now Mrs. Becker, you say we repaired your air conditioner 2 months ago? Do you have the receipt? It would help me. We have some more information on it that would help me. I know it's really hard to keep every piece of paper that comes into your house. I hate clutter myself. Tell you what, I can look up the information on the computer and then I'll enter in what's going on with your air conditioner right now. It'll just take a few moments. There, that ought to do it. Okay, I've entered the description of the problem and what you'd like us to do about it. Now, of course, I'll schedule time for someone to come out as soon as possible. And I know that you'd like the work done at no charge, but this might be an unrelated problem, so we'll need to see exactly what the problem is in order to determine if we can do the work for no charge. And if you have any questions at all, you can call me right here, and I'll bring it to management's attention. Of course, yes. If it's a problem with something we did wrong, everything will already be covered, and there'll be no charge to you. And thank you for calling me about this problem. It's very important to us that all our customers are satisfied with our work. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Boy, she sure handled that one well. You see, there are some basic rules to follow with upset customers, and these rules apply both to customers who call into the shop and to customers out in the field. Let's go over them now. The first rule is always let customers vent or express their anger. We all need to blow off steam when we're upset, and since you know that customers aren't angry at you personally, why not let them complain or even yell until they calm down? Most people calm down after they've had time to express their frustration. In fact, getting customers to calm down is required if you want to be able to solve their problem. While allowing customers to express their anger, listen carefully and don't interrupt. Instead of responding with your own anger or by arguing with a customer, simply listen. By listening, you may gain insight into what's causing the problem. And once you sense a customer is calm, then proceed to the next step. When a customer is so angry that you feel like you're going to lose control, resist the urge to respond with anger. Let the customer calm down, and when the call or interaction is over, go somewhere or talk to someone to vent off your own steam. Okay, so once you let a customer calm down, the next rule is empathize, or acknowledge the emotions your customer is feeling and show you are listening and that you understand. By saying that you understand how a customer feels, you help the customer to perceive you as someone who can help. Still, never actually agree with a customer that your company or an employee is at fault. Avoid being negative about your company and keep the focus on how your company will solve the problem. The next rule is ask questions. Now, in order to solve a problem, you need to find out everything you can about the problem and also about what the customer perceives as an acceptable solution. Ask as many questions as required to ensure that you or someone else will know how to help. And once you ask enough questions to know how to help, provide assurance. Tell your customer that you will work to get the problem fixed properly and as soon as possible, and always let your customer know who will contact him or her and when to report on how the problem is going to be resolved. Next, you want to thank your customer. That's right. You need to thank each and every customer who contacts your shop. Realize that the best customers are those who allow you to address their concerns, and thank your customers for bringing problems to your attention. Finally, you need to solve the problem. Research and review the problem with a manager or other appropriate person, and make sure that either you or another person follows up with the customer within the time frame you've promised.
Mrs. Johnson, hello. How is everything with your air conditioner? That's wonderful. I knew everything would be okay. Yes, he is our best technician for that type of work. Well, I'm glad we could help. Oh, you need some work done in your kitchen? Well, great. Tell me all about it. Okay. And let me have your address.
Isn't it nice when customers are satisfied? Of course, we're showing you the best possible resolution. We took a request from a very unhappy customer, listened to them, resolved the problem, and then hopefully made them a customer for life. In our role play, the customer ordered more work done. Well, that's it for this week. You'll be working on questions to ask customers with problems and on how to solve common problems that your customers have. Work hard, and I'll see you again soon.